Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, I'd like to invite the speaker, Mr. Vamshi Krishna, who will talk about cost benefit analysis of spirulina farming, market demand, and export opportunities. I now request the speaker to begin. Thank you.
Hello. Hello,
Yes, you
everyone.
can start. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Myself, Vamshi Krishna. I am from Hyderabad. I am into spirulina cultivation from last 9 years. We are here to discuss about spirulina farming and its market analysis and cost benefits of spirulina and opportunities in the market. And coming to spirulina, it's a blue-green algae which is grown in fresh water. It contains around 60 to 70% of proteins, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Uh, it requires less water when compared with our regular agriculture practices, and in the less land we can cultivate spirulina. Spirulina has many applications for human uh, beings, dairy and poultry and cosmetic industry also. Right now we are into for human consumption, and we are supplying it for poultry and prawn cultivation in some parts of Andhra. Uh, Normally, here we see the tank. It is oval in shape in the corners. Normally, it is known as raceway ponds. Uh, the construction of tanks can be done in three or four forms. One is with the concrete tanks. Completely, this wall is constructed in concrete, and it may be closed setup or open ponds. Mostly, spirulina is cultivated in open ponds only, or else we can use tarpaulin to hold the water. The main thing here is to hold the water to cultivate spirulina, and the agitation has to be done throughout the sunlight, as photosynthesis happens during the daytime and protein synthesis in the night. Uh, the tank should be rectangle only. Uh, this is about the cost setup, setting up a spirulina plant. Uh, to set up around 1 lakh liters of spirulina tank, it may be of around 25,000 liters each tank of four. So that makes a 1 lakh liter capacity. In 10 lakh liters, we can set up 1 lakh liter spirulina tanks. It includes the tarpaulin, feed, culture, dryer, and pulverizer. And apart that, we have to make arrangement of a room to store the dried powder and the feed what we use in the cultivation of spirulina. Operational cost per year may be around 40,000 for 10 lakh liters. That includes labor charge, feed cost, um, power supply, etc. There will be some miscellaneous expenses also. On an average, uh, in a 10 lakh liter capacity, we can harvest around 10 kgs per day. That will be around 300 kgs per month. Uh, we On an average we take around 250 kgs per month. The market price as of now is around 550 to 650, and some people are selling it around 900 also, based upon their packaging and the market they are targeting. On an average per year we can earn around 10 to 15 lakhs per year after the operational cost. So in an year, we can make a break even of the investment what we have done for 1 lakh liters. And the risk factors here is the contamination. The contamination is the key factor in spirulina, because as we grow it in open ponds, there will be contamination due to birds, and mostly due to the larva or bug fly that grow in the spirulina. This happens mostly during the rainy season, as rain directly fall into the tank. There will be chances of overflow and the dilution of the pH in the tank. During the time, as the pH We maintain around 10 to 9.5 to 10.5 pH in the spirulina tanks. But due to the rainy season, when the tanks get diluted, there will be a chance of decrease in the pH, and due to that decrease in the pH, it will attract the flies, and the climate will probe the flies to grow in the spirulina. As the pH reaches around 8.5, but to grow spirulina, we need 9.5 to 10.5 pH. That risk only happens during the rainy season, and there will be a low yield and due to that contamination. And there will be also problem of drying the product during rainy season due to the cloudy. If you maintain a tray dryer or any electrical equipment to dry the spirulina, then there will be a less risk to harvest our product. Coming to the challenges in low cost setup, and as we discussed about the contamination, that is the problem. Um, that is we need a proper sterilization, that is agitation during the day throughout the sunlight. If we maintain properly, there will be no effect of any bacteria or heavy metal, but the main risk in cultivating spirulina is only during the rainy season, and there will be a little bit low yield during winter also if there is a temperature dropping around 30, if the temperature declines below 35 degrees. That is due to this unstable yield because this pure temperature. We can maintain pH throughout the year except in the rainy season. If you are willing to export our product to foreign countries, we have to match with the norms and standards of the country what we are sending. And if you are going with any labeling of a product, we have to comply with the FSS or any IR license. Mostly spirulina cultivators opt the FSS license only. As there is an increase in this plant-based protein from the last 3 4 years after the COVID, as spirulina is very much suitable in increasing these that will help us in maintaining immunity. So there is a drastic demand for spirulina from the COVID season, as well as we also use it in the animal feed in poultry, dairy, and it also used as a biofertilizer in the plants. In plants, it helps to increase the yield when we apply during the vegetative stage. And in the dairy, there is an increase in fat content and milk production also. In prawns and poultry, we saw the less mortality and the early yield when compared with the regular feed. When birds are given this spirulina feed along with the regular feed, we saw around a 1 week early batch. So there is also low mortality in an around 10,000 batch of poultry. We can save around 20 to 30% on feed as the bird grows early when compared with the regular one. On an average, in a year, we can go for another batch also, as the batch we can harvest early. There will be the chance of an extra batch in a year. Export potential. As our temperature suits very much better to grow spirulina, mostly in India, mostly in parts of Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry, there is a high growth of algae, as there is a very much we can see more humidity in parts of Tamil Nadu, and there is a seashore. There is, as due to seashore, there is very much potential to export from most parts of Tamil Nadu also. These are the documents which are required for we need an import export code. Organic certification is based upon the buyer. Based on his requirement, we have to go for this ISO and organic certification. Mostly they check for the heavy metal test only. um, Here we see that demand for the spray dried. Mostly people grow it in open ponds, so they go for only the solar drying or direct drying it to the sunlight. If we use any spray dryer or we dry it in any closed in a shade dry, there will be less chance of losing chlorophyll from the content. So for the product which was dried under shade dry or spray dry, it has very good market value. And phycocyanin extract also. Phycocyanin is the pigment that can be extracted from the spirulina. That phycocyanin has much demand in treating cancer and also in the food industry also. That extract is also used in the pharma industries. Mostly that phycocyanin is very much active in treating cancer. That helps in stopping the proliferation of the cells in cancer. Mostly in the early stages, that acts very well in treating the cancer. So for that phycocyanin is extracted through supercritical fluid extraction method. That is something technical thing when compared with the growing spirulina. But that phycocyanin has very much demand in foreign countries, in the beverage industries and the pharma sector also. Um, Coming to the value addition of the product, as of now, we are into nutraceutical, I mean, for the human consumption and for animal grade. We are supplying it we are giving it for humans, and for also, we are supplying spirulina to prawns and poultry feed also. As we all know, spirulina is very much rich in protein that helps in maintaining the immunity for human beings, as well as when it is given for the poultry and dairy. It also helps in reproduction for mostly in the prawns poultry segment for layers. And in the cosmetic industry, it has very much demand for the face mask also, as it has for spirulina. It has anti-aging properties. It can be applied directly in the powder form to face. And some companies also making the products with spirulina, like face masks, serums, and anti-aging creams. You can find these products on Amazon, because most of the companies are making money with the value addition of the products only. Coming to the extract, we have discussed about the phycocyanin. That pigment is extracted from the spirulina. As we call spirulina is a blue-green algae. The blue color pigment is phycocyanin, and the green one is chlorophyll, which is seen in every plant, the green color thing. That phycocyanin is known as that is the blue pigment. Normally, people call it as blue spirulina, but that is the pigment which is extracted from the spirulina. And apart from this, we it can be used in it can be applied through a foliar spray for plants. We given it for rose and uh, jasmine, but we have seen very much good results in rose and some vegetables also. We saw a difference of around 20% high yield when compared with the regular cultivation. When spirulina we sprayed through we given it through soil and we sprayed on the plant directly, that we saw very much good results in that. Coming to the industry case study, Parry Nutraceuticals from Tamil Nadu, it is the one of the largest cultivator in India. Mostly they export the product and they extract the phycocyanin from spirulina. As spirulina won't grow in most of the cold places of the world, like Canada and USA, they import the product from tropical regions like India. And in small scale sector, we have some plants through Karnataka, Maharashtra, mostly in Tamil Nadu and some parts of Andhra and Telangana, and some parts of Gujarat and Rajasthan also. In the northeast region, we can't grow spirulina due to the low temperatures there, because spirulina need good humidity and temperatures around 35 to 40 degrees. So south part of India is very much suitable to grow spirulina. And coming to the funding schemes, there is a PM Pranam and Raftar. In Raftar, we have to show some difference in our product that should be ideal from the regular products. uh, we have to show some value addition or some different in proving our product in Raftar. In Agri Infra Fund, we can go around 1 crore. For in Agri Infra Fund, they provide with some 45 to 50 paisa interest loan to grow spirulina. In ACAB scheme, in AC Agri Clinics and Agri Business scheme, also we can apply that training goes around 45 days. Uh, that ACABC we have to go under 45 days training program. There we will be getting around 35 to 40% back end subsidy. And we can also apply if for Mudra loans also, if a loan is if a requirement amount is low. And we can also go under Pradhan Mantri Employment Generation Program also to get these loans. But we have to go with proper project reports uh, through the banks. That banker will approach the NABARD through the scheme what we have applied. There are some our students who got approved loan under Agri Infra Fund also. Uh, Coming to the conclusion, Spirulina as a the increase about Spirulina is increasing day by day. The interest about Spirulina is increasing day by day as people got very much aware about their health after the COVID. So most of the people are searching for the natural sources for the immunity and health conditions. Compared with the allopathy medicines, what we take, Spirulina has very much good results and with zero side effects. Spirulina is very much helpful in maintaining our daily overall health. For it is also good for athletes, sportsmen, gym whoever into the who are all healthy freaks. It is good, and also for the older and early stage kids also. It helps in brain development. For children and for adults, it is good in maintaining their overall health, and it supplies the nutrition what is required for the day, but that will be very low when compared with the allo medicine what we take. But in the long term, when we go with continuous intake of spirulina, that will maintain very much good immunity in our body, so that we won't be much prone to the conditions uh, like what we have seen during the COVID, or also it helps in dengue and typhoid like conditions. Spirulina, we saw very much good results that patient got positive, but there is no decline in the cells. So overall, Spirulina in every sector, Spirulina has got much boost in every segment. We take a dairy, poultry industry, or any segment, and some we are working also with these wastewater treatment, and Spirulina also have these carbon sequestration. It takes the CO2 and gives good oxygen. So it also helps in reducing the pollution also. We are working with some projects like this. Uh, Thank you. If there is any queries, please. Hello.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Vamshi, for the detailed presentation. Now we will take up some questions quickly.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the first question is, what is the initial investment and operational cost for setting up a small spirulina unit?
It depends upon the investment. Basically, from 10,000 liters of spirulina, we can harvest around 750 grams dry product daily. Based upon our market target, we have to go for the plant setup. If we want to consume for our daily needs, the 10,000 liters is not required. If we are targeting any for the commercial market, Based upon the demand, we have to set up the tank, ma'am. We can go for a 1 lakh liter cultivation also. So initially, my suggestion, if anyone is interested in spirulina cultivation, initially they have to start with some 4,000 or 5,000 liters of tank, with minimal equipment. Uh, we shouldn't go for any spray, like tray dryer also. Initially, in and around 50,000, just to have some hands-on experience, we can set up a small unit in 50,000 also.
Okay. So Vamshi, you can stop sharing the screen.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And next question is, what is the expected yield and profit margin per unit area?
Uh, I have calculations in that means of size, tank size, ma'am. That is what I have said. For every 10,000 liters, we can harvest around 750 grams to 1 kg. There will be some difference during rainy season, but we can have a good yield during the during summer. So as the temperatures will be good, that will help in harvesting good amount of spirulina.
Okay. Next question is, how long does it take to break even in spirulina farming?
Uh, for the points I have given in the slide, if we set up a tank with tanks with the amount of 10 lakh rupees, mostly in 1.5 year, we can make a good break even, ma'am. If we have good marketing buyers also, if we have good buyers only, we have to go for that large scale unit, or else initially we can go with the small one. In small one, we can't have a good earnings. So if anyone is interested, they should start with the small tank around 4 to 5,000 liters. Then they have to expand for 1 lakh liters. In small setups, we can't get a good break even. As of I am running a 50,000 liter tanks now. In 50,000 liters tank, you can go for around 50 to 60,000 per month. If you want to make a good amount, you should go for 1 lakh liters.
Okay. And what are the key factors affecting productivity and quality of spirulina?
The first thing is the water should be free from chlorine and fluorine. Initially, the water is a key factor in growing spirulina. So we have to go with the fresh water. If the water is good initially, then there will be good yields. So initially, we have to check with the water availability in the area where we are setting up our plant. The pH should be around 7.5 for the fresh water, and the hardness of the water should be around below 300. So if the water is good, then the and chlorine fluorine, that water shouldn't be treated with any bleaching or any that shouldn't go under any chemical treatments. That water is good. If the second factor here is the climate factors, as in the open ponds there will be a problem of these bugs and larvae. We have to take care by maintaining the pH. If the pH is good, then there won't be any organism. Then no other organism will grow in our spirulina media. And we have to take care of the heavy metals also. That will be seen in the least case when we are going for export. We have to bother about these heavy metals, or else if we are supplying it for any poultry or dairy, that won't show any great. That is okay if it contains any least heavy metals. If that is permissible, that is okay. Next question, is this answer is okay, or I should go with the next one? Hello.
Okay, sorry. Uh, I was in mute, sorry. Uh, so what is the current market demand for spirulina in India and globally?
As we are one of the we are the one of the largest cultivator in India, ma'am. Uh, export demand is increasing. Moreover, people in India are also got some awareness about spirulina. From the last 1 year here in the market, as I am mostly concentrated within the India, uh, I can say that there is a good demand increased in these more when compared with the human. There is a slight increase in human consumption, but there is a drastic demand for these prawns, dairy, and poultry, ma'am. Mostly in the coastal areas for vanami cultivation and prawn cultivation, and some people for crab also. They are they got some awareness about spirulina through the social media and digital marketing. There is a demand as of now from the last 1 year. There is good demand within India for foreign countries. Mostly they buy the powder form only, and they go for the value addition there. They just need powder from hot and tropical countries like us. They make value addition in their country.
Okay, next question is what processing and drying methods ensure high quality spirulina?
The first thing we shouldn't directly expose it to sunlight for drying, ma'am, because direct sunlight exposure will decrease the chlorophyll content in the spirulina, and there will be a color changes after making it powder. There will be a difference in the color when compared it with the good one. So to maintain the good color, good content of chlorophyll, we have to go for the spray dryer, or we have to go for shade drying. After shade drying, we have to make the powder of the product. As of now, I am drying my product through a tray dryer. I will dry for 2 or 3 days in the shade dry, and then I go for the tray dryer to make a good product. If the product is if that contains any content that should contain around 5% moisture only. If that exceeds during the pulverization, there will be the powder a little bit turns to dark green. So the customer mostly won't show interest to try. There won't be much decline in the properties, but customer won't show much interest in buying that kind of product. So we have to go for shade dry, or we have to use any equipment to dry the product for good properties and color.
Okay, and what are the export opportunities and requirements for spirulina products?
It depends upon the country. More because every country has different norms. So to export, we have to need the import export code, and we have to approach the in Federation of Import and Export Organization, and they will suggest that which country has good demand, and we have to go with that country norms. Some needs the good protein, some needs that should be free from heavy metals, and some buy flakes also. Some need dry powder. Based upon the country, it differs in the export market. We need import export code and our GST, our current account, or a FSS also, if they need, if that buyer need. If
Okay, okay. What are the common challenges or risks faced by new entrepreneurs?
basically in cultivating spirulina, we need initially good patience, as most of them don't know about spirulina. We have to knowledge the people about spirulina. Mostly the students I train, I ask initially to stick with this spirulina for 6 months to 1 year. Mostly, uh, people shift. Then they need instant results after 2 or 3 months of cultivation. uh, they shift, they mostly shut down the units. Initially, I say to have the patience, and parallelly, before starting the unit, we have to meet some buyers or any farmers who are into this poultry dairy in their local, because everyone won't go for the export. If most of the students or persons who are from the rural, they have to first go for the they have to search the market in their rural area, so that initially they can make some money there. Then after they have to go for these any pharma companies or exporting things. uh,
Okay. And what certifications are required for selling in domestic and export markets?
Initially, if you are going with any label of a product, we have to certified by Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, and some also go for IUR license also. But FSS license is initially okay. If our business is below 12 lakhs, FSS registration is okay. If that exceeds, we have to go for the state license until 20 crores. If our business exceeds 20 crores, then we have to apply for the central license. For export, um, mostly if they need these certification of a product, and our international bank account, if you are directly selling it to the foreign client, we need our international bank account, import export code. These are basic things only. If they, based upon the demand, if they need any ISR, ISI, we have to go with that. But initially, FSS and our firm registration, GST, current account is okay.
Right. Okay. Can small farmers or SHGs start spirulina farming with low investment? If so, how?
Self-help groups, small farmers, based upon their local market, we can push some small farmers to grow spirulina, because every farmer can't go for export of the product. They have to find the local market, like using it for some dairy or any poultry in the local area. If some farmer set up his own plant to for their own consumption, for their own dairy, that is okay. uh, or else for the export, we have to go for the large cultivation, like 1 or 2 lakh liters of cultivation. For self-help groups, if they can make some value addition of the product, like some chickies, protein bars, or some juices with the spirulina. uh, the main thing is the color of the product. If we mix spirulina with any juice, the color of spirulina dominates and that turns to the green. We have to provide some basic knowledge for the people that green is good for health and that is good for our gut also. Providing some knowledge, we can make some the self-help groups. We can push self-help groups into spirulina cultivation, and small farmers, they can go with their own consumption for their own dairy or poultry needs. Self-help groups can make some products for Anganwadis to for malnourished children also.
Okay. 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 So before we end, one last question. Please let us know a little about your career background and how you started your company.
I have done my graduation in the and I have done Bachelor of Pharmacy. Then I in lateral entry I have done doctoral pharmacy. As I'm from the pharma background, I was much aware about the side effects of these long-term consumption of allopathic medicine. The what that shows that affects your kidney and liver function also. So with the team of five, to we thought to enter into the agriculture sector initially. Through our research, we found that spirulina has a very much wide applications in every field. Like as I have discussed about, it has application for humans, it has application for plants, animals, and in the technically we can treat STPs and ETPs to for water and for carbon sequestration. So we found spirulina has versatile applications in every field, and in for it has also applications in biofuel also, and we can biogas also. So we thought uh, spirulina is very much potential and very it has very good demand will be in the near future. So we thought to go with the spirulina for human consumption initially. So we went for the closed setup of spirulina in 500 square yards. But the mistake from our side is we didn't penetrate much into the social marketing and digital marketing during 2017 and 18. So we failed initially there. But parallelly, we worked with some institutes in improving the formulas to decrease the uh, production as the if uh, to decrease the production cost. We are working with IHPT Palampur for this phycocyanin also. So the wide applications of spirulina dragged us into the spirulina. And
Oh,
parallelly, to make some revenue, we started giving it for prawns and dairy also. But initially, our thought is to give spirulina for human consumption only.
okay. Okay, Mr. Vamshi. So I don't see any more questions. So now we
No,
have come to end of question round. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, we like to thank you for the presentation and answering all the questions in depth. So we'll be
thank
ending
you.
this meeting now. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.